Do you think they can see that? Look at that. I think it might be live. I think it might actually be happening, my friends. Good evening. I hope you're having a better evening than poor Ken is. Good afternoon. I don't even know what it is at this point. Hopefully you can all hear me. Ken's gonna check the chat real quick to make sure this is actually working. We're hoping, we're crossing our fingers, we'll say a little prayer. You never know with technology, because it worked this morning just fine. Who knew that it wouldn't work this afternoon? Ken left everything on, so it was exactly how it was supposed to be, and something went wrong. So I'm very excited. This is actually my third start to this video. I'm very excited to start this class with you. It is called Moose Mountain. Some of you might have your homework ready to go and ready to jump in and create some cards. Some of you might just be sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the video. Either way, you will be able to watch this video over and over and over again. It is being recorded, so you'll be able to watch it tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, whenever you want, which is fantastic. It'll be in your account at thestampsoflife.com. You'll go to the video section, and then you'll go to online classes and click on Moose Mountain, and boom, there it'll be. So I'm really excited about that. Finally, okay, we're jumping right in, just in case. We are going to make this adorable Slimline Mountain. Can you flip the Slimline Mountain? Fold it. Now, why is this weird? Why is this different? How is this happening, right? Look at this. This is the size of the normal fold it die, right? Right here, boom. But look at this. This card is extra long because it is designed to be a slim line. Let's see. This is designed to be a slim line fold it, which is really exciting. And I know some of you are coming on, you haven't missed much yet. We were just talking about, this is a fold it die, and I have turned it into a slim line die. Now, I'm actually not going to start right here because this is a really fun technique and I want to make sure more and more people see it. So I'm going to start with a different part of this card. I am going to, and this was part of your homework, you were supposed to have 2 of these, right? 2 just random ones, because you know how when there's a fold on a fold it, we always want to cover that fold up. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to decorate those, but here's the trick. You're going to decorate the front of one, the back of the other. Okay? The front of one, the back of the other. So I'm literally going to flip it. So when you Ken flips the camera, you're going to see what I'm talking about. I am going to decorate, because this is, let me show you the card too. I am going to decorate, look at this, see how they kind of overlap? Now, technically, if I wanted to be easy peasy, I could just make 2 of these to make the card, but we're gonna do it in one cut. We don't want that ugly seam. But we're gonna cover that part later, so on the front it doesn't matter. So what we're gonna do is on the back of one and the front of the other, we are going to add our snow caps and our mountain bottoms. Okay, so here we have our little mountain bottoms. Remember, we were asked you to cut out a whole bunch of these. So we're gonna line these up. Remember, they're gonna have a little bit of blue all the way around, and we're gonna turn this, I think we're turning, oh, no, this one. So this is gonna go, so we're just going to literally just figure these out. So go ahead and do yours. Figure them out. So this one I know goes on an edge because it has that edge right, I think. Let's see, let's play. See, even Stephanie doesn't know. Okay, there, oh, no, it goes, okay, here, there, that goes right there. Is that right? No, that goes there. Okay, so there we go. So you're gonna figure yours out too. So do that. And let's see, this one's gonna go, oh, right there. Look at that, see that? And then I'm gonna find my little one. And my little one, and you can use this as an example, my little one is going to go, this one's a funny one because that didn't even work out. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, how funny. I'm trying to do this like in a different direction and different everything. There we go. Look at that. Boom. There it is. Okay, because this is the back, so I have to make sure these are all backwards. So backwards, backwards. And this one is frontwards, so this one's going to go frontwards. Are more people showing up, Kenny?
Yeah, we have about almost 400.
Okay, so we're just adding these up. So we're just kind of placing them out. And this is the front ways one, so we're going to add that one right there. We're just kind of laying them out. So get everything laid out because we're going to adhere these in just a second. And we're going to lay that out. So this one's backwards, this one's forwards. Forwards, backwards, backwards, forwards. And then on all of our snow tops, I need to get some scratch paper, and I'm actually going to use cardstock so you can see these. And I'm going to do forwards on the front and on the back. So this one I have the front, so I'm going to flip this one to the back. Okay, so you want to make sure you have the backs and the fronts. So that one is the same, so that one's going to get flipped, and this one is going to go forward. So all my forwards are on this side, all my backwards are on this side. Okay, now what we're going to do to the very edges of these, forwards and backwards, remember that's the big trick here. Forwards and backwards. I'm going to move these up so I can use them. On these cute little snow caps, I am going to grab my brush. I'm going to grab my gray brush, and I'm going to grab either my cloud or my sky. So cloud or sky is going to work in there. I'm going to grab my cloud because I want it to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to grab my cloud, and I'm actually going to turn this on just in case. Okay. So I grab my cloud, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink the edges. And we're just going to lightly ink the edges, ever so slightly. There we go. And we're just going to ink all the way around. Now, we even did on the very bottoms too, if you want to. That's up to you. So we're going to ink all of those edges, okay? So go ahead and do that. Make sure you have half the backwards, half the forwards. Okay. And we're going to add more. And Ken and Dina are on the chat. So those of you that have found us, you thought to go look in your emails and you found the new link. We're sorry about the technical difficulties, but Dina said, you know, this is so 2020 for something like this to happen. So technically it kind of is. So we're just adding our cute little inks here. Adding some more. And you can do just the tops. I'm doing both top and the bottom of this, but you can just do either one. And we're going to add some more.
Tell everyone they might need to refresh.
Now, if you're not seeing this for some reason, and maybe you can hear it or not, you can also refresh your screen by clicking the curly arrow at the top of your screen, or on your keyboard, clicking the F5 key. That will refresh it. And don't worry, this is all being recorded. So I'm going to ink all these up. Okay.
Is there a fold on these cards?
We haven't done any folding yet. Okay. No folds yet. Nothing. No folds.
And everybody knows it's being taped.
This is being taped.
Restart at the beginning if they join in.
Okay, so now we have all of those three right there. So these are my fronts. These are my backs. What do I mean? If you're just joining us, this is the front version. This is the original version. That's the version that comes straight out of the die. This side is the same dies, but flipped over, just the back. So I'm looking at the back. These are the fronts, these are the back. How do you tell the difference? Well, let me show you, my friends. There is a very, very tiny little lip on the back of these, okay? It's just a little lip. On the front, it's more of a nice clean edge. So on the front, it's a nice clean edge. On the back, it's kind of a funky edge. So we have all those little tops done. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start putting our little tops together. Now I'm gonna make sure this all lines up, and I'm like, okay, that is definitely the one that goes there. Then I'm gonna add adhesive. So normally, you know, we would always ask you to add adhesive to these little pieces, but some we are doing backwards and it was gonna be way too hard to figure out which way to put the adhesive. So we just said no adhesive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna now add our little snow caps. And again, you're gonna wanna make sure you have light dark blue all the way around. So go ahead and do that. This is, I'm working on the back first of mine, but you can do either one. So we're doing one front ways, one backwards. I know it sounds crazy. Don't worry, it's gonna be awesome. And then I'm gonna adhere all of these pieces. That's why I laid it out first, to make sure that I didn't mess up, that I didn't do anything weird, right? Because I wanted to make sure I got it all the right way before I started putting everything together. Okay, I'm gonna check that one. Yep, that fits. So I'm gonna add the adhesive to that one. And don't worry if you're just joining us, we apologize for the mishaps. Typical 2020, and this all will be recorded. You haven't missed any raffles or anything, and you don't have to be present to win the raffle, so that's another good thing. Okay, so I'm adding these. This was part of the homework. I'm just gonna add those. And what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and put all of these together just so we are ready when we're ready. One of these is actually gonna overlap, so we don't have to worry too much about the other one, but I don't know which one's gonna overlap for now, so right now we're just gonna do all of them. So let's put that one together, and oops, I forgot my little guy over here. Let's see, okay, there we go. Now I'll be honest, I'm hoping to overlap this one because this one, my brush was a little dirty and it got a lot of little pink in it. Can you see how it's a little pink? And I'm not sure how that brush got that dirty when I first started doing it. So I'm hoping to overlap that one. But let's see, so now I'm gonna find this one. Now I'm gonna do the right side. I'm sorry, the side that is right side up. So we're gonna add that. And then we're gonna add this one. Oops, let me add a little bit more. And oops, there we go. And add a couple more. So we're gonna add all of these little pieces. There we go. Look how cute these are. And then we're gonna add these. Now we are gonna turn this fold it into a slimline fold it, which is a totally different size, which is very exciting. So we're gonna add this, and then we're gonna add this right there, and look at that. Boom, look at that. I feel like I'm gonna go camping or something because I have all those mountains all of a sudden. Aren't those awesome? Snow-capped mountains. Right there and right there. Now, are we almost ready to do, well, you know what? We're gonna just spend a couple more minutes just in case. We're gonna add our cute little green guy. So here's our card. Let me zoom it in for you. Zoom it in. We are gonna add the cute little greenery to our card, okay? Now we're not gonna do anything else. We're just gonna add the greenery, and then I'm gonna show you how to cut the card. But I wanna wait till more people get here. So part of your homework was to cut some greenery out of kiwi. And I used 5 on mine, but you can use as little or as many as you want. Now I'm gonna add this. Now this is something that you might notice. These are very thin, so you're definitely gonna wanna hope that you have that adhesive on the back, because let me tell you, my friends, it is not easy to do. So I'm gonna kind of copy my sample. I'm going to lay that on there and press. Oh, that one's crooked. So we're gonna add at least 5 on here. Now, you'll wanna do different heights as well. So you'll notice this tree is really good to do smaller ones. You'll never even really know that, oh look, that was the same die. So I just trimmed mine off a little bit at the bottom. And then I'm going to add this piece. And I'm going to add that one right here, just like that. No, let's put it over more, right there. Now, we're not going to add any more on here because we're going to trim off some things pretty soon. You know what? This is like the bottom of one of them, and I kind of like that. Well, I'm going to save that one because we're going to have to trim off some of the bottom, because a slim line technically is not this wide. So we're going to trim off a little. So you don't have to go perfectly to the bottom. I'm just going to the blue, just part of my mountain. So I'm adding that green there, and I'm gonna add a couple more. So I'm gonna add this, whoops. I love this cute little tree, he's so fun. Okay, whoops, I'm gonna trim off a little bit right there. And I'm just going to the bottom of my sky mountain. I'm not going all the way to the blueberry. I'm not going all the way to the bottom because we're gonna trim some of that off. And then I'm gonna add this one. And I'm gonna make this one kind of smaller, a smaller tree. And I'm saving these other little trees because I might use them later after I'm all done. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that right there. Look how cute. Okay, don't put your people on yet, or your animals on yet. We don't wanna do that yet. Now we have 1 and 1, okay? Boom, boom. This next step is the one that you're gonna wanna put everything down and watch. Okay, again, this is the next step that I'm gonna do. I want you to put everything down and watch, because if you're not really watching, it's gonna get confusing. It's actually a very easy technique, but if you don't watch what's happening, it's gonna get confusing, okay? Because what we are trying to do, what we want to accomplish, is we want this card base to be one whole piece. See how that's one whole piece? And then I have, of course, my fronts, because that's gonna cover my folds. See how the folds are there? So my fronts that I just designed, or I just put together, are gonna cover these ugly folds right here and right here. But my goal right now is to make sure that I have this great big huge one piece. But look at this, you guys. This is my die. You're like going, wait, how in the world did you get this out of this die? Okay? First thing I want you to do is get a piece of blueberry cardstock, or whatever color your mountains are gonna be, and you're gonna fold it in half, long ways, hot dog ways, and we're just gonna score it. Now, I like to get my bone folder and score it really nice, but you know, that's optional. And if you don't have a bone folder, you can also use the edge of a cutting pad, you could use a block, just something to get a nice clean edge. I'm gonna bring my machine in, and we're gonna do this on the overhead. Ken's gonna put this on the overhead. Okay, now here I have my fold. Here's my fold right here. Fold is at your top, my top. Okay, there's my fold, and I'm gonna lay that down. Bring out your all the way so you can really see it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this down at the very edge. Well, not at the very edge, but like inside, right here, inside. And I'm gonna do it right there, so just that top one is on the fold, okay? So, I'm gonna exaggerate it so you can see. Whoops, not there, but right there. See, the fold is on the inside, but I'm gonna bring it down just a little, right there, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do, okay, so far that's easy, that's normal. That's all pretty much normal, right? What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take my cutting pad, and I'm only gonna go over 75%. Okay, I've stopped it right here. I've stopped it. See how I've stopped it? It's covering all of it, but it's stopping about 75%, 80%, I don't know. I'm not good with math. Okay, but that's where it's stopping. Okay, I'm die cutting this, I'm die cutting this, I'm die cutting part of this, and then I'm stopping. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed that through my machine, just like that, get it a little start, and then we're gonna go. Just like that. Boom, there it is. Okay, so now what we have, I'm gonna bring it over here again so you can see. Now what we have, and I'm gonna cut this apart here so you can really see what I have. Now what I have is, and don't do yours yet. Wait till I'm done and then we'll do one together. How's that? Wait till I'm done and then we'll do another one together. So now I have cut, almost cut, right? Can you see that? How it's almost all the way cut? It's right there. It ends right there. Now what I'm gonna do, see, remember I had it right like that. Now I'm gonna flip my paper. I'm just flipping my paper. Now my mountains are over here. They were over there. Now I flipped my paper, now it's over here. Now I'm going to take this die and I'm gonna line it up the best I can, because this is the same mountain. I'm gonna line up this mountain the best I can, and you can kind of feel it if you move it around a little. You can kind of have it, like, kind of find it. I actually, on one of mine, I even tore it off a little bit more because that's not part of your card. So I could really see, and actually, let's do a little bit more. So I could really see where that's gonna line up. See that? And I'm going to line it up. Try to get it on there the best you can. And if you mess it up a little bit, it's okay, because you're gonna cover most of this, remember? We're covering most of this with our cute ones. So now I kind of feel like it's like kind of stopped right there, so I'm all, okay, I think that's where it's supposed to go. Guess what, my friends? You're gonna do the exact same thing. Now, I'm gonna put a little bit of tape on this because I really don't want it to move. Once I find that sweet spot where that blade is kind of hitting the edge of that cardstock, I can feel it's kind of like right there, right there. So I'm just gonna go like that. Now, again, do not go all the way. Do not go all the way. So how do we make sure we're not gonna go all the way? We're going to thread this through the machine, and we're gonna stop it right there, okay? Because we kind of know where we ended, right? So we're gonna stop it right there. And we can go a little further, but we're not gonna go all the way. We don't wanna cut over here. Do not cut on this side. And we're gonna run that through. Do not cut on that side, so our cutting pad stopped. Boom. Okay, what do we have now, my friends? Get ready for this. Get ready for this. We now have one big card. Look at that. I can hear you all screaming. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Okay, now we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do it together. So what I want you to do is I want you to get a piece of blue cardstock. If you haven't already, you're going to fold it in half long ways, just like this. And if you want to score it, go ahead and score it. Score it, score it, score it. Okay, are we all there? Wait half a second. Stephanie's gonna take a drink. Okay. Now, bring out your platform quite a bit. Here is my fold. So have the fold the furthest away from you. This is open. This is the fold. Have the open part next to you, okay? We're gonna take the shadow die. We're taking the shadow die, and we're laying this down. You don't have to be up completely over here. We have plenty of space. You're going to put it down. Make sure only the top is over the fold. Okay, you don't want it to be like this. You want it to be only the top is over the fold. Just like that. Only the top is, the very top one is over the fold. Then you're gonna take your cutting pad. You're gonna thread it a little bit through the machine. And you are gonna cover only about 80% of the die. I've stopped it right here. Can you see? Hang on. Can you see where I've stopped it? It's kind of clear, so it's kind of weird. Actually, well, okay, yeah. It's kind of clear. So you can see where I've stopped it right here. Okay, cover, cover, half. Okay, we're gonna run that through. Go ahead and run that through. Just run that baby through. Okay, now I'm gonna bring it through so you can see. And this is what I have. And we can just trim this. Sometimes it, for some reason, won't tear. Okay, so now, and I like to trim this a little bit too so I can really find those lines. Okay, it looks really funny. Keep your die the same spot. Flip your paper. Flip your paper over. Now this is the back, right? We're gonna take this mountain peak on the very end, the medium one, and we're gonna lay it on top of the other medium one, and we're gonna kind of line it up, and then you're gonna kind of feel it, how you're gonna go, oh, yep, that's right where it's supposed to go. It'll take you a second. You'll go, huh? Wait, what? And you'll go, oh, wait, I think that's it. You're gonna move it again. You're gonna go, wait, that was it. Okay, that's it, right there. I can tell. Boom, there it is, right? We're gonna tape it just so it doesn't move. A little bit over the edge. Here's my fold. Make sure your fold is away from you. There's my fold. Once you learn how to do this, my friends, it's very easy, okay? Don't worry. Okay, there's my fold. And now I'm gonna thread this through my machine again. And again, I'm doing the cuts the exact same way both times. It's just I flipped it over, okay? So now my cutting pad's gonna end right here, and I'm gonna run that through. And Kenny, after this, if we get any questions, you can ask them. Boom. Ready for this? Remove that. Remove that. And look at this, my friends. Is this the most awesomest thing you've ever seen in your life? Ta-da! Ta-da! Now, this is a little too wide. And once you get it to this point, you can trim it. Technically, a business size card, what's that? Slimline, oh my goodness, slimline card normally is 3.5 inches, okay? So I'm gonna look at this and I'm gonna trim up to 3.5 inches. Now, you can cheat a little bit. You could probably go to 3.75 and trim right there and it should still fit in a slimline, okay? 3.75 should. Now, I don't have a trimmer at this house. So you can go ahead and trim about, I would trim about 1/2 inch or start with 1/4 inch or whatever, but you can trim some of that. What I'm gonna do, actually I'm not gonna trim it all, any of it, because I don't care what size it is. But if you wanted it to fit in a slimline, you are gonna trim the bottom off. That's why I said don't decorate all of the bottom yet. Okay, that is our slimline. Fold it, a folded slimline, you guys. Is that the most exciting thing ever? Now, I'm gonna move my machine over. Are there any questions on that you're seeing, Kenny? Dina, are you seeing any questions on that one?
With any of our other dies, are there folded? That's one question.
This will work with other foldeds. I'm trying to think of one right off the bat. Like the ladybug, yeah, no, not really, right? Because the ladybugs, it has to have something that you can overlap. The mountains will work. Hang on, let me grab some foldits to see. Where are my foldits? Oh, that's not, okay. Oh, the pumpkin. I would work with the pumpkin, right? Because look, it has a lot of extra ridges. It has a lot of extra ridges, so you could line up just this one ridge or this ridge or even the middle ridge and just go a whole bunch of big ones. You could make it a bigger pumpkin. Let's see. Although you would be cutting off the bottom, so that might not look too hot, but if you don't care about the size, then yes, you could. Let's see. You can't see that one yet. That's a sneak peek. The owl, no. The bear, no. Now, okay, the bear would be kind of fun. You're just gonna have to play with it to see. The bear would be kind of fun if you lined up just his little foot. Here, we'll do overhead. So if you lined up just his little foot and then did the next one, you could have them be two next to each other. You could try that. That would be kind of fun, or you could, you're just gonna have to play with it because I haven't played with all of them like that. It is a specific technique designed. We designed the technique around the mountains, so that's kind of, let's see.
Truck or the gate work, those.
The gate would work. The gate would work great. The truck, that might be iffy. You're gonna wanna try it. Try it on scrap paper, try it on copy paper first to see. I'm looking to see if I can find any others that would really, the pool. It'll work great on the folded pool because that one is just one big piece and you could just make it a lot longer if you wanted to. That would be a fantastic one to do it on. Because you're looking for more basic shapes that can overlap. So here, this is a basic shape that can overlap, okay? So, but you're just gonna wanna try it and test it out. I would use copy paper so you're not wasting any cardstock. So now, where'd my other one go? Oh, I have a couple. Now I have my card base. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add the tops to my card. Now remember how I said we are gonna overlap one of the mountains. So what we're gonna do, let's switch the camera so they can see this. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna decide which mountain I like better. I like this one better because this one's too pink. I don't know how that happened. So I'm literally going to line that up. Now, you could do a couple different things. One, you could trim on that line if you wanted to, if that would make you feel better. Or because if it's too thick, it might be too weird for you. So I'm going to, let's see, if I cover all of it, I am going to cover all of it if I trim it. So I'm going to trim it on this little line that's kind of already there. Okay, so I'm just going to trim it right on that little line. That way I don't have to think about it. And I could use it for something else. Okay, there we go. Boom, there it is. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my blue to my blue. I'm just going to flip this over. And I'm going to add this right exactly on top so you can line it up exactly. Oops, and Stephanie didn't. That was awesome. Line it up exactly. There we go. And then we're going to ink this, I'm sorry, ink. We're going to add the adhesive to this one. And after this, after this card, we're going to do our first raffle. And I'm going to line this one up right here, right on the edges, so that's perfect. And look, you can't even tell where I did that. Isn't that awesome? And there I have my mountain range. Isn't that cute? I love that. I love that so much. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish decorating him. And let me show you my sample so you can see it. And so here we have Enjoy the Adventure. We also have our cute little guys that was part of the homework to color. So we're gonna go ahead and add those. So I'm gonna hold this right there and I'm gonna add mine while you add yours, okay? So we're gonna add our cute little mouse. I wanna call him a mouse all the time. A moose. And here, well, let's do the overhead so they can see it. And we have our cute little log. And I guess I should put my moose over here to match my sample a little better. Now again, if you're gonna trim it now. Trim it now if you're gonna trim it, please. Trim it now. Or if you don't care, then it's okay, you can do it any way you want. Now, or you could just trim off the dark blue later if you want to, so just use the light blue as your guide. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm going to show my log right there. Oh, I got my cute little fire. Okay, and we're gonna add that right there. And we are going to, now on our sample, just a heads up, on our sample, we trimmed the dark blue. I don't mind the dark blue. In fact, it's gone now. Look at that. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's see. So I got my little log, I got my little fire, and I got my little beaver. And look at that. That looks pretty awesome. Now I'm gonna pop up my little oh my gosh, why do I keep calling him a mouse? Moose. I'm gonna pop up my moose a little bit. So I'm gonna just add a little bit of foam squares to the back. Adhesive foam. Peel that up, add that.
Will this work on a Gemini machine?
Will it work on a Gemini machine? If you put the cutting pads in the right spots, yes, it will. You just have to make sure you don't cover the spots you don't want to cut. Do not cover it with a cutting pad, the spots you don't want to cut. Does that make sense? You don't want to make the right die sandwich because then it will cut, right? So only cover where you want it to cut.
Some people are just jumping in now, so can you remind them this is being taped?
Yes, this is being taped. If you're just now jumping in, I'm sorry, we had some technical difficulties. And don't worry, all of this is going to be taped. You'll be able to watch it as many times as you want in your account. So if you're just joining us, you're A-okay. We're almost finished with the first card, and so you'll want to jump in on the second card. So what we're doing is we're adding these cute little guys here. And if you're just joining us and you haven't done your homework, you can kind of start looking at your homework or die cutting some of that if you want. And I'm going to add my little guy right there. Now, to finish this one off, I need to do a couple things. I need to stamp Enjoy the Adventure, and I notice that I don't have very much room for that. I'm going to lift this guy up just a little and move him over just a little. Right there. And then I'm going to grab my stamps. And I'm going to do Enjoy the Adventure. Now, you don't have to do Enjoy the Adventure, especially if you don't have space. You could also do Hey There or Hi Friend. I'm going to do Hey There because Hey There's cute. hey there. Like, hey there, hey there. So I'm gonna add that right there. And they sent me a new stamp set, so I'm going to stamp this first on scratch. I have decided oh gosh, I got that all over. Oh, and the bad news about that is it's white, so I can't wipe it on my, oh here, I'll wipe it on my slipper. Okay, one of the interesting things is lately I've been enjoying the Forever Black a little bit more than I normally used to. It is so crisp and clean, the Forever Black. The Forever Black is actually going to stain your stamps, but that's okay because you can still stamp in yellow as long as you clean your stamp. I use cheap baby wipes, but I like this one because it's just so crisp. And I am going to grab this, I'm going to stamp it, ink it, and I'm going to grab some scratch. First time you stamp, you're always going to stamp on scratch. Then I'm going to go in and ink again, and then I'm going to stamp on my project. Right there. Hey there, hey there. Close that up, otherwise I'll put my hand on it. And let's see, oh, last but not least, let's put our stamp away because I will lose it if I don't. And I'm getting much better about organization, you guys. I'm very proud of myself. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we are going to, and I'm gonna grab my scratch paper, we are gonna add some glitter to the top of our mountains, or snow caps, or whatever you want to call them. I tend to use my finger. You can use a Q-tip if you want to, or a piece of cardstock. I like to just use my finger. And I'm not doing the whole thing. I'm just doing the very, very top. So I'm just gonna kind of go in like that. I'm just gonna kind of swish a little some on there. Swish. It doesn't look like much yet because now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come in with my finger and watch this. And I'm just going to smish it around and around. And I'm gonna kind of like tap it like this because I'm hoping to keep some of that texture. And for some reason, I feel like you can see the sparkles better. I don't know why. I think that something's wrong with me when I think that, but it's true. Okay, so let's do this one. And I like that little texture, so I'm just gonna add that. And oh, that one needs a little bit more. And it helps if you do the sound effects, okay? So go and if you get too much, you can go further down. And then this one. Okay, look at that. Now, it's gonna take a while to dry, so we're gonna need to let that dry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw 2 winners to win $25 gift certificates each. And I have all of your names in here. Whoosh, whoosh, all of your names. So I'm whooshing them up. What did I say? $25 gift certificates? 2 winners. And the first winner is Linda Kennedy. Linda Kennedy, you just won a $25 gift certificate to our website. And are they supposed to email the office? Their address? Their email? I don't know. Dina will deal with it. It's hard to say. The next winner is Mary Buscemi, B-U-S, C-E-M-I, Buscemi. Ooh, if it's Buscemi, I like that. Buscemi? That's kind of a cool name. Buscemi. I hope I'm saying that right. But Mary, you just won too, $25 gift certificate. I hope I said your name right. Okay, we're going to take about a 7 to 10 minute break. I'm gonna run to the ladies and fill up my Diet Coke, and you're gonna finish this card and or put it off to the side and get ready for the second card. Here we go, my friends. I'm gonna put that there so you can see it, and we will see you in about 7 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes. Go. Welcome back, my friends. Did you just love this first card? I totally love this one. What a fun technique to make a fold it, a slimline card. And now I know your guys' wheels are starting to turn. I can't wait to check into the fan page, hopefully tomorrow, and find out all the other ideas you have using this technique. Lots and lots of ideas to think about, right? I know, it's exciting. Here's my finished card again, and don't worry, all the photos will be on the website. You'll get to see them, you'll get to check them out, and again, of course, you'll get to watch the video as many times as you want. I'm going to put this off to the side because it is still a little wet on the little tip tops, and we're going to move on. Now, I thought before we jump into the next card, I thought I would show you a sneak peek of something coming soon. And when I started to get in here and start to get everything organized for the class, I thought, oh, what am I going to show them? What am I going to show them? And then, so what I did is I pretty much picked my 2 favorite products that are coming out this month. Okay, this one, so I'm going to show you 2 different things, but this is the first one. The next one I'll show you after the next break. This one, I don't remember who, oh, Danya made this one, and it is absolutely, positively, you're going to want to zoom in on this one, Kenny, because there's just no way that they can see it up close. It is absolutely positively gorgeous, and it doesn't even look like as much as gorgeousness as it is in real life. It is a snowflake folded. Let me turn it this way so you can kind of see a little bit more of it. But this is all glittered up and gorgeous with our foil paper and our glitter papers, but it has different cutouts on it. So there's a silver glitter in here. Maybe do the overhead one. Let's try the overhead camera, because I just feel like they're not really seen. There we go. Maybe you can see that better. Look at that. It has so much gorgeousness in it. Look at that. So you can see the silver spots of glitter paper, and you can see the foil paper behind it, but look at how gorgeous. She's added little diamonds in there, but look at this, and she has turned it literally into an ornament. So this is going to be an ornament that she hangs on her tree, or actually I'm going to hang mine on my tree, and I just feel like it's really, really gorgeous. I just feel like it's really gorgeous, and it just really is going to be a really fun ornament to hang on the tree. Absolutely gorgeous. And she did both sides, so if it flips or anything. So this is coming soon to a website near you soon, this month. Okay, I know, isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I love it. Another sneak peek later. Let's get started. Here's our next card, and this one is for those of you that are pretty much like me and don't like to color. Many times I find myself just going, oh, I don't really want to color. I just want to bang this baby out. And this one is perfect for those kind of people, because you can see we've used all the silhouettes. So it's like the shadow of those items. And it really just kind of adds a lot more, because you're really going to look at the coloring and the other items behind it. And let me tell you, that coloring behind it is actually easy. That part's fun. So this is our card. This is what we're going to make. And this is funny. Dina and I were, I wanted to do my sky like this, because I just kind of think this is, you know, more appropriate to what sky at nighttime looks like. But Dina's like, no, do it like this, because this is like the Northern Lights. And I said, okay, that's really cool, but I don't know what Northern Lights are. I don't know what Northern Lights are. I've never experienced them. And she goes, well, if you go to the North Pole, yeah, not gonna happen. I guarantee you, in my lifetime, I will never go to the North Pole. I always say never, but this is one I'm gonna say, never say never. I always say never, because I'm not going to the North Pole. But she assured me she's gonna find me a video that shows me a picture of what the Northern Lights look like. So you can do yours this way, gorgeous, or you can do yours with blue. Now, you get to decide. I'm gonna do mine like blue. But if you want to do yours like this, which is really pretty too, so we have, and I'm going to tell you the colors we have here so you can make your own. So this is Midnight. That's our dark blue, Midnight. Then we have some tangerine, orange. Then we have ocean, grape, candy, sunshine, and kiwi. I'm going to say those names again. Midnight up at the top, dark blue, ocean, grape, candy, sunshine, and kiwi, and then tangerine. Boom. Now, if you don't have those colors, you can mix and match. If you don't have kiwi, use one that's close. That's okay. You don't have to pick these colors. You just do whatever you want. Dark blue, light blue, purple, pink, yellow, green, and orange. Okay, there you go. Now, I'm doing mine like this. So I'm doing blueberry and whatever blues I have. So I have, on this one we used cloud, blue jay sky, blue jay and cloud. You get to mix and match. You do you, okay? What we're gonna do, and this is actually this was part of your homework, to cut or die cut a layering mat for your card. So I've already die cut my card base. Whoops, sorry, that's not it. I've already die cut my card base right here. Boom, done, right? Chocolate. And now I'm going to decorate this. I'm gonna grab some scratch paper. I'm gonna grab that down and I'm gonna do the blue. I'm gonna lay it next to mine so you can see what I'm kind of thinking and talking about, and Ken's gonna do the overhead camera. And what we're gonna do is we are going to change it up a little, but make it our own. Now I'm also gonna show you the rainbowish looking one if you wanna see that one, okay? So you're gonna pick which one you want to do. Hang on, let's do it like this, look at this. You're gonna decide which one you want to do, and you get to pick, okay? I'm gonna do the blue one. So I'm going to start with the lighter blue down here, and I'm just gonna grab, I actually had, I pulled out all the rainbow colors. I changed my mind. I'm gonna do all the blues. Because if you haven't seen it, you can't do it. And I haven't seen the Northern Lights, so I've heard of them. I've heard of Northern Lights, but I have never seen them, so I'm not going to do them. And so, no, it wasn't. The snowflake was already released. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. You guys, nobody tells me anything. Then go get that snowflake because it's freaking awesome. You guys don't tell me anything. That's so funny. Sorry guys. I thought it was a sneak peek. I'll have to dig up another sneak peek. See, that's what happens when you're working on April. Part of my items I'm working on is April next year, but I just added to the schedule April for 2021. So trust me, my brain is somewhere else. My brain is nowhere near us. Okay, let me tell, well, we all knew that. Okay, sorry guys, we'll find another sneak peek. Meanwhile, go get that snowflake because it's awesome. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab all my blue brushes. It was on the 1st. That's why I didn't remember.
11 days behind.
11 days behind. That's not bad for me, right, Kenny? I mean, it's been worse. I've been worse. Let's see. So, orange just fell. Well, I better get it. Ugh. Okay, so I have light gray. Here's a dark blue. I'm getting my other colors. What other colors do I need? I'm mostly doing blues, so okay, we're good. We're good. So I'm gonna start with the lighter blue. And as I've learned from the other one, check your brush first. And let's do, this one is gonna be blue. No, let's do this one. Let's do sea glass. So I'm gonna start with sea glass. You start with whatever color you'd prefer. I'm gonna move that over just a little so I don't contaminate anybody.
You want a real sneak peek now, not a fake sneak peek.
I will give them a real sneak peek. I will find some real sneak peeks. I'm in the right place because I have more items here. Okay, so I'm gonna add this. Oops. Less is more. You can always go darker. You can't go lighter, right? So you always wanna start light and just keep going. So go ahead and start doing this. And I'm just doing pretty much the center spot right here.
Bernice is having a hard time figuring out how to do the mountains on the last card.
Who is?
Bernice.
Uh-huh.
Tell her to go watch again.
Yeah, Bernice, if you're having trouble with the slimline card fold, don't worry. Once this uploads to the website, you can, to your account, you can watch it over and over again. And I do it step by step, so you can do it with me the second time I do it, because I think that'll help. Okay, so there I have my blue. Then I'm going to grab my light gray. Where's my light gray? Did I lose? Oh, here it is. Now, light gray is cloud. And I'm going to lightly, so I'm gonna take a lot off. Just gonna lightly kind of do like a little rainbow arch. And I know you guys are going, well, I don't see anything. Trust me, there's a little bit of color on there. I don't want much. Okay, and I'm going to rub that out a little, rub that out a little. Okay, let's add a little bit more. And I'm going to go over this blue, I'm sorry, this gray with a light blue. So I just want to get some gray on here. Oh, I just put my finger in it. That was funny. Okay, so I got a little bit of gray in there, not much gray. And then I'm going to come in with another blue. And I am going to use probably my blueberries at the very top. Yep, blueberries at the very top. So I'm going to do this one, sky, in between this one, sea glass, cloud, and blueberry. So I'm going to grab, let's see. Yeah, and I'm going to go like this because I kind of like that curve. And you can go in circular motions, however you like to do it. And I'm like really pressing down because I want to get that ink out of the brush without getting too much ink. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to add lightly that. I'm going to smush it. There we go. Get some ink in there. There we go. There is some more ink. Smush it in there. So I'm going to run that through. Now I'm going to do my blueberry. Oh, where'd the lid? Oh, there it is. Now I'm going to do my blueberry, my dark blue. And I'm going to use a darker brush. Check it. Okay. And there we go. What? Look at that. What? Now I started light and now I'm going to go darker, right? You can always go darker. It's not as easy to go lighter, right? And the goal is kind of to do an arch. You don't have to. I kind of halfway did an arch, half not. You can. Mine's going to be a smaller arch. There we go. I'm putting my hand there so I like remember to do that. And we're doing that, we're doing that. Look at that, that's pretty. Now I'm gonna come in, usually I don't do this, but I'm gonna come in with a lighter color again, and I'm gonna just kind of fill in some of that extra. So I'm grabbing Blue Jay, and we're gonna just tap some of that off, and we're gonna come in a little bit more. Kind of solidify all that. Look at that, that's pretty. Look at that. The more you do it, the more pretty it looks sometimes. Okay, there we go. Look at that. And not even that much on my hands. That's fantastic. So now I have my inked, or whatever you want to call it, background. Blended brushed background, blended brush background. And so now what I want to do is I am going to add my circles. Actually, no, let's do the, well, no, I want to do that. Hang on, let me decide what I want to do next. Because if I do, okay, I got to do the ink, but then you got to be careful, okay? So here's the deal. What you're going to do is you're going to get out your toothbrush, not the one you used this morning, a craft toothbrush, and you are going to get your black 3D ink. Where did my black 3D ink go? Did I get it out? Do you see it, Kenny? I don't see it. We are going to use, oh wait, maybe it's in here. No, that's silver. Well, we're using dark blue for mine. If you have black, you're gonna use black. Oh, here it is. I have black now. Okay, I pulled it out for this class and I forgot to remember that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, and my team and I do this all differently, but the way they want me to show you how to do it is we are going to take some of this ink, squirt it onto a piece of acetate or paper or whatever, kind of like just a glob like that. So can you see that glob? See that glob? That's what you want to do. Cover it because you don't want this to get icky. And we're going to dip this in there Kind of like really get it in there. Rub it around, get it in there. And then what you're gonna do, and I don't like to do this without protection. That sounds funny, huh? Kenny was laughing at that one. He likes that. Okay, what? Don't shake your head at me. That's exactly what it is. It's protection. Always use protection. Okay, and Kenny's gonna laugh at that one for all night. Okay, now what we're gonna do is it's probably all dry now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna splash it. Yeah, it's kind of half dry. Hang on. And splash it. You're gonna sprinkle it on there. Oh, I got a good one, but in the wrong spot. Okay, so we're gonna splash it. You might have to do this a couple times. I'm only gonna do it once. Well, my sample, I did better on the other one. Okay, but let me show you and then we'll decide if we're gonna do more. Yeah, we're gonna do more. So see, you can see the black, see? But I'm gonna do more. So I'm gonna put it back in there gently. Please use protection because you're not gonna be happy if you don't. And I'm gonna get some more because you want that splattery look. And I'm gonna just go like this, like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna rub my brush on there. Mostly focus on the tip. I think it's better if you focus on the tip. But you know what? Seriously, watch this. Because you could just go like this. That's faster. Do that. I'm just doing splashes. I like this one better. There. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm stopping right there. So you're not going to get the, oh, I like that. That's pretty. So look at what I got. And I just kind of splashed it on there. I like that. Okay, we're stopping there. Try your best, try your hardest not to touch, and put your brush away so you don't get it ickies everywhere else. I'm gonna tape mine closed so I don't get it icky on it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, don't touch all those areas, okay? Try really, really hard not to. Ding, somebody, can you mention the name of the Tilly Tiffany for the mini inks? Yes, my dear, I can. This is the Stamp in Store tray, right? Stamp in Store,
Yeah,
1 inch.
Back in December.
Oh, and we are getting these back. A lot of Totally Tiffany stuff is coming back in stock mid or early December, which we're very excited about because it has been forever. So yes, that is the 1 inch punch and go, store and go, 1 inch, something like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to add our circle. And how we told you just to cut out one, because what we're gonna do is we are going to figure out where we want this circle, and then we are going to adhere it, and then we're gonna trim it. Check your fingers, make sure you don't have any ickies on your fingers, okay, from the black. Do not touch where the black is. Danger zone, danger zone. I'm going to get some adhesive, and I'm going to add some adhesive to the bottom of my card. Okay, and you can add it to your circle. And I am going to say, I want mine to be right here. Press. Okay, now flip it over. Don't touch where the black is. Flip it over and get some big scissors. And see, I have that little line, so I'm going to use that as my guide. I'm going to trim that circle off. You could use also a paper cutter. If Stephanie wasn't homeless, she would use a paper cutter. And then you're going to take this side and you're going to use that as a guide, and you're going to trim this right there. And my circle just fell off. Isn't that lovely? Okay, let's put it back on. Okay, so we're going to add our little circle right back. There we go. There we go. Now, for this one, what we're going to do is we want it to be smaller, or, you know, at an angle. We don't want it to be two big hills in the wilderness. So we want it to be a little bit smaller at a different angle. And I'm going to put mine right there like that. See that? So this one is a little different. Let me show you this one. This one has a big hill over there and then a little hill over here. I'm doing a tall hill but little, and a smaller hill but big right here. Okay, so I'm going to add adhesive here. You can add it to your circle or to your card, either way. And I'm going to just go right like there, press. And then flip and then trim. Don't forget, watch the black, watch the stuff that you just painted, don't touch it. I say that and I know I will. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna trim right here. Now, why did we do the black before we did all the rest, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh, Stephanie, you're like making me nervous about all the black up there. Well, if we went psh, 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 psh with our brush, we might have accidentally got it on the white and we don't want to do that, right? So we just kind of have to like play it by ear. Now, I'm going to add my mousse. Again, those of you that do not like to color, you are in heaven right now. Now, you'll notice on this die, look, you can see through his nose and see through his eyes. You can be crazy and pick out those little tiny pieces that come out of the die to put them back in there. I'm crazy, but not that crazy. So what I'm gonna do, and I cut a little brown. Where'd my little brown piece go? I always lose my little brown, little pieces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get another little brown piece and I'm just going to trim enough to go behind his head. Okay? Because there is no way in the world I'm gonna try to die cut that and adhere it. Oh, way too big. So I'm just going to figure that out and trim that right there. And this is gonna go behind his eyes and his mouth, his nose. So I'm looking at that and I'm like going pretty close, but the head is a little shorter. So trim there, and let's peel off the back. We asked you to add adhesive to the back because life is easier with that. Peel off the back, peel off the back, peel off the back. And good news, my friends, Kenny is taking me to dinner tonight. What? I know, can you believe it?
I'm gonna go drinking.
Ken's gonna go drinking because of all the mishaps he had tonight. Poor Kenny, he had a rough time. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to add watch your black stuff. I'm going to add my little, I wanted to call him a reindeer, my little mouse mousse, right like that. Don't press him down all the way because you got to add the little thing behind his head for his eyes. So we're going to peel that, whoops, peel that up. Where are we here? Okay. And we're going to check that. And oh, look at that, perfect. Line that baby up. And it gives it a little bit of dimension when you do that too, because it's like the eyes are in more. So there we go. Then we're going to add our cute little trees. Keeping in mind where the black dots are, because you don't want to accidentally put something there. And you can put a little behind your tree, behind the snow, and they don't have to be like all the same size, same as the last time. And we're just gonna add those little trees. So we're gonna add these little trees. It's fun to do the silhouettes because everything's pretty much dark. And I'm gonna add this one right here. Oh, watch that black dots, okay. And then I'm gonna add this one. Oh, peel it off, there we go. Gonna add this one right there. And no, I'm gonna add it up here more. I want it to be taller. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some more over here. The Northern Lights one is really pretty with the colors. This one is too, but it's just a little different. And I got another ding. Mention that, oh, several people are asking about the 3D inks. Both are back in stock. Dina wants me to tell you. In fact, she's telling me in all caps, meaning she's yelling, tell everybody they're back in stock. So they are back in stock. And I just did this total whole tell everybody, and Kenny didn't even get it on video. Okay, Ken's falling asleep. I'm gonna go buy him a drink. Kenny, if you drank, what would you drink? He doesn't even drink, so I don't even know what he would drink.
I'll just drink Diet Coke.
He's just gonna drink Diet Coke and cry. Oh, Kenny, we still love you. He's releasing a card video next week, my friends. And if you missed my Creative Corner this morning, Crafting Corner this morning, I had the name right this morning. I forgot it already. The Crafting Corner this morning, I mentioned that Ken's card is on the top of on my fridge. There is nothing else on my fridge. I didn't know my fridge was magnetic.
No baby pictures.
No baby pictures, nothing.
No Stephanie cards.
Except Ken's card. And guess who put it on the refrigerator?
The card Santa or something.
Oh, they can't even see me. I'm talking to them.
We're just working on a card.
Okay, guess who put it on the the refrigerator.
The elf on the
He
shelf.
put, it's like an elf on the shelf. He put that on, he put it on. I'm like, okay, seriously? You like it that much? Wow. Let's not get a little ego here going. Don't tell him it's a good card, you guys, because his ego's growing. Okay, now what we're gonna do, oh, that's for the next card. I don't know why that's there. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we are gonna add this to our card. We're going to add it to the front of our card because the next step requires that we actually get a little messy again. So we're going to lay that down. I'm going to add adhesive to this. Don't go to the very edges because the card is a layer that we're adding. So just go like that. And we are going to add this right here. Dun, 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 dun. And I notice my little snow is off a little. Hang on. Right there, it is off a little. There. Oh, much better. Okay, so we're gonna add our little guy here. This is fun because you guys get to see the blue one done and the Northern Lights one, so you get to decide. And of course, you can make this over and over again because nothing on here is, I was gonna say flammable. Okay, and I gotta be careful because I don't know how much of that's wet and I don't wanna try to find out. Okay, so now I've added all that. Now, to finish it off, down here, we are going to add some white. We're not doing the glitter one. Well, you could if you wanted. I'm doing the white because the goal is to make it look like that. Look at that, you guys. Doesn't it look like real snow? Isn't that pretty? Ken's shaking his head yes. I'm not talking to you, Kenny. I'm talking to them. But look how pretty that is. Okay, so what we're going to do, easy peasy. Now, if you want to cheat, you can gently lift one of these up if it's in your way.
Ellen says her husband puts his cards on the fridge too.
Ellen's husband puts his cards on the fridge. Well, that is awesome. Ellen, your husband's awesome. My husband's just egotistical. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome. I love that he does that. Okay, then you need to find a clean finger and you are going to swirl. Swirl, swirl, swirl. I like to do this in a swirl motion. Stay on the white. I like this swirl motion because it kind of just like makes it look like snow to me. Then on the next one, so I'm doing little tiny swirls, little tiny swirls, little tiny swirls. But on the next one, I'm going to do something a little different. Okay, wipe that off. On this one, and I got to put this one back on. I'm going to leave this up a little. So I have that right there because I wanted the snow underneath him. So I'm just going to leave it up a little so it can dry. Can you see how whoops, hang on. See how I left it up a little? It's not on the card. Can you see? Wait, where is it? Wait. See how the little thing is still off the card? There you go. So I'm gonna do that over here too because I wanna get the snow under him and under this one. Now what I'm gonna do is on this one, I'm gonna add quite a bit. It's kind of cool just to leave it like that in little, look. It's kind of cool just to leave it like that, because then you're getting a lot of dimension with the zigzags. But on this one, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Or you could swirl it, you could do whatever. It's 3D ink, you can do whatever you want. What I'm gonna do on this one is I am going to go like this, pounce. I'm pouncing because I'm hoping to get a different texture on this snow mound instead of the swirly texture. Okay, so I'm just gonna pounce. Now I probably could add more if I wanted, but now this stuff, they say it takes like 2 hours to dry. I think that's what they originally say. I like to let it dry overnight just to make sure. But there we go, isn't that cute? Now I'm gonna leave those little guys up too because I want to make sure this dry. Oh, I need to add a little bit more right there. There we go. Oh, look how cute. Okay, so look at how gorgeous that is. I love it. Isn't that pretty? Now, if I wanted to, I could stamp something right here if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna leave it just like that. I think that's pretty. Here is our Northern Lights one. So you get to decide rainbow Northern Lights or blue sky. Blue sky, okay? That is our second card. But wait, my friends, there's more because we are actually going to do a bonus envelope for this one. Now we asked you, oh, did I just draw here? I did. We asked you to have an envelope and we are going to take that envelope and we are going to, and let me show you what it's gonna look like. So on the front, oh wait, let's do the overhead. It's amazing, take a drink. kind of like our last class, we are going to stencil the side. We're gonna have a little, I'm gonna show you this, don't worry. We're gonna have just like a little mask on there. We're gonna kind of lightly around. But different on this one, you can stamp, it must be your birthday. But watch this, my friends. Two surprises. Number one, number two. Oh, look, our cute little guys are peeking out to say hi when we open it. Isn't that cute? We're gonna do that. We're also going to ink the inside of our envelope. It's kind of about decorating the envelopes because we want to add as much yummy, cute stuff as we can. I'm going to grab my stencil that came with the class, and I am going to stencil. You can stencil the inside or the outside first. I'm going to do the inside just because it's here. Now, what side's what? It doesn't matter. You do you, okay? It doesn't matter. I don't care. I just grab the stencil. Okay, and I want them, we did this one, the leaves falling stems down. That kind of weird, that's weird. I'm doing the stems up. And you'll notice on this stencil, the bottom of it, hang on, can they see? Hang on, can they see? Can't see, hang on. There, maybe. The bottom of your stencil has more leaves closer together. The top of your stencil has the leaves not as close together. So that's kind of a tip. So if you're looking at it and you're like going, oh, I want my leaves to be further away from each other or closer away or whatever, you got it. So I'm going to check one of my brushes and see, and I have a lot of ink on this guy still, so I'm just going to jump in and not even get, and I'm trying to focus mostly on the inside of the envelope flap. I'm really not trying to focus on the outside. Look at that, I had enough ink on that. Look at that, isn't that awesome? What? Look at that. Well, they can't see it. Look at that, isn't that pretty? That's just the inside. Now I'm going to flip it over, and I am going to, first I have a little mask. My little mask, I don't know if this was part of your homework, I don't remember, but this is just a little mask. It's 3 1/4 by 2. 3 1/4 by 2. Does yours have to be the exact same size? Absolutely not. Look, I have some scrap right here, I could do that. Nope, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add adhesive to it. But I want it to be a mask, so I'm gonna go like this. I can put it on my shirt if I want and peel it off. Now it's lightly tacky, not really tacky, because I added it to my shirt. Add it to my shirt again, take it off. Now it's a little tacky, but not much. I'm going to add it right here, just like that. I am going to grab my stencil, and I'm gonna stencil my cute little leaves a little dark. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Okay, add that. And then, so look at that. Isn't that awesome? And you can see I already got some of the light blue around it. I am just going to lightly go around this like this. Lightly go around it. And I'm going to go over lightly over this whole thing. I'm going to do the whole front. Oh, heck, let's do the whole envelope. So I'm going to go around here. I'm going to go around this. I'm going to go around this. I'm in a blue mood. There we go. So look, I did the stencil and then I even brushed over it. Isn't that pretty? And okay, that looks good. Once you're set on what that looks like, I don't have a black marker. Wait, where are my markers? Remember we found my markers, but did we lose my markers again after that time? Oh no, here they are. Tiffany found them. Tiffany found my markers. So now what we're gonna do, they have to see the magic, so you have to do the head over. Now what we're gonna do, my friends, is watch this. Dun, 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 dun. What? Check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? See? Using a mask is awesome. Now, you could save this mask if you wanted and use it 100 times. In fact, you could just put it right here on your machine and boom, there it is. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a black marker. You do not have to use my, oh, actually I'm gonna use Midnight. You don't have to use mine, you can use any that you have. And here's a sample of what we did. We just kind of went hand drew. Don't try to be too straight, because if you try to go straight, it's gonna go crooked. Okay, so you're just gonna go, oh, I'm just gonna draw this. Hand drawing is better. Then I'm just gonna draw this like that. Then I'm gonna go like this. Don't even try to go straight, because if you try to go straight, it's just not gonna look good. And go like that. And then we just added a cute little twirly twirl. So go twirl, 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 twirl. And over here, Twirl, 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 twirl. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, now,
You have to hold it up.
oh, sorry, I'll hold it up so you can see it. See? Twirl, twirl, twirl. And if you say twirl, twirl, twirl when you do it, it will work better. Okay? Twirl, 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 and it'll work better. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we are going to take, because we asked you to die cut and color a couple extra little critters, what we're gonna do is we are going to take them and we're going to make them do little peekaboos. So we're going to hold him right there. So here's my little sample, and we're going to hold him right here, and we're going to add adhesive. But look, they're just like peeking out, just saying, hello, how are you doing? And I'm going to add adhesive to his tummy. Bonus envelope, bonus envelope. And we're going to add him right there. That little guy is so dang cute. And then on this guy, we're going to add this. Okay. And we're going to add this right here. Right. Make sure you can still close this, okay? Because I know you want to go like that, but make sure you can still close it. And we're going to go right there like that. Now we have our gorgeous little, they're going to open it. What? Look at that cute little guy. And look, it's fun because the flap is blue, but right here is like pretty white, you know? And then on this side, look at that. Gorgeous. And they're going to say, oh, what a cute little, oh, look at the cute little guys. That's what they're going to do. Now, we can also stamp it. It must be your birthday. And I'm going to find my stamps. Oh, I lost my stamps. How can you lose stamps that you're using?
Keep blaming it on Tiffany.
I'm going to blame it on Tiffany because I can't find my stamp. No, I just had that. Here they are. I'm using an extra table. Blame it on Tiffany. No, we're going to blame it on Dan. Okay, here's this. Let me tell you guys a story about Dan. Dan is one of Colin's best friends. Dan is...
Colin, nobody knows.
Oh, Colin. Colin is my son-in-law. You don't hear me talk about him very much. My son-in-law has a good friend named Dan. When we were out of town, remember we used to live in a nice house that we sold. It was a family home, and we'd all share it. When no one was staying there, we'd let friends and family stay there, right? Well, Kirsten and Colin had it for the weekend, and they invited Dan to come over. Good old Dan. We love him. Okay, we had 3 extra bedrooms plus our bedroom that Ken and I slept in. So no one was supposed to go in our bedroom. They have other guest bedrooms to sleep in, right? Well, we came home from a convention, and we came home, and
It was like Goldilocks.
it was like Goldilocks, yes, because I couldn't find my pillow. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am very particular about my pillow. And my pillow's gone. Now, how can my pillow be gone? Because I was only gone like 3 or 4 nights, and no one's supposed to be in my bedroom. How is my pillow gone? It should be on my bed where I left it. So we started searching my closet. Maybe I put it somewhere. Why would you put your pillow somewhere else except on the bed? I don't know, but we looked everywhere. I looked everywhere. Long story short, I found it in the bedroom Dan slept in, on that bed. Now, come to whatever conclusion you want. Does he have a thing for Stephanie? Absolutely not. What we think happened was he couldn't find a pillow, even though, my friends, there were 2 guest pillows in the closet in the room he was sleeping in. The man decided, or the kid, I don't know what he is, decided, I mean, he's in his 20s or 30s, 20s, late 20s. He decided to go into my bedroom and take a pillow off the master bedroom bed. I had to burn the pillow. Let me tell you, I had to lose that pillow. I had to get rid of it. It was disgusting. So whenever something goes missing, we blame Dan, just because it was, and I always say it was damn Dan. I always say a bad word. Okay, sorry. Oh, we're not gonna use black. Sorry, long story short on that one, sorry. And I'm gonna do this fast because we wanna just finish up here on this one. I'm gonna grab blueberry. Normally I don't use a little ink pad, but we will tonight. Ink it up, stamp first on scratch because I don't know if this is a brand new one. Oh, that looks, didn't get ink on that one. See, gotta check. Check, check, check. That's one thing about using a little one. You don't have very good coverage. That looks good. Flip it over, and we are going to stamp, press on the back just a little tiny bit. It must be your birthday. And there we go, my friends. Look at that. We have an envelope, but you can't see it because
You already showed the part. Yeah.
you're gonna show that. Okay, it must be your birthday. Okay, now we have our cute little guys sticking out. Now, when you put, and I'm gonna use the other card because that one might still be wet. When you put your card in here, do not put it in this way because then the guys aren't gonna show up very well. Turn your card backwards. So, oh, she's saying, oh, finished card photos are up on the extras page. Go to the extras page and you'll be able to see these photos up close and personal. But if you turn it, do the overhead. So if you turn it so the dark back is showing, then they really pop out when they open the card. Isn't that cute? So that is card number 2. Dun, dun, dun. So is it time to do drawing? We do drawings first, right? Okay, so we're gonna do another drawing, 2 different drawings for $25 each. Dun, 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 dun. I'm swishing them around, And the winner of this one is another Mary. Didn't we already have a Mary? We have another Mary. So this Mary, when she heard me say that Mary, she thought it was going to be her. Well, guess what? Maybe it's you now, Mary. Mary Delgado. You have just won a $25 gift certificate to our website. That's awesome. Okay, number 2, $25 gift certificate to. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I like this name. Carlina. What a pretty name. Carlina Vetter. Vetter. You just won a $25 gift certificate to the website. Yay! Awesome.
Is that a C or a K?
That is with a K. Carl, Karlina. Okay, my friends, we're gonna take a 7-minute break. I don't have to use the ladies actually this time, so it's gonna be faster. So go do what you need to do, finish up your card, get ready, get set, go. I'm gonna refresh and we're gonna start again and I will have a real sneak peek for you this time. Bye-bye. Welcome back, my friends. It is time for our third card, but first I have a fun sneak peek for you. Are you ready for this? This die I have been waiting for and waiting for and waiting for and waiting for. And here it finally is. It's coming later this month. Dun, 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 dun. It is a slim line. Ken's gonna focus on the other camera. Slim line, scalloped card die set. Now, look at all the stuff it has on it. It has the scalloped edge all the way around, right? It also has a layering die that is the eyelet, where it has the scallops, but then it's eyelet cut. It also has the option to do a scalloped layering die. It has a background die optional. It has the word blessings with a shadow, and it has the word congratulations with a shadow. Dun, 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 dun. Coming soon to a website near you called thestampsoflife.com. I'm excited about that. Okay, this is actually, I'm really excited. Actually, hang on, I got a sample. Oh, I got a couple samples. There's another one. Okay, they're all on the floor, poor guys. Okay, here's a sample of just using the scalloped layering die on, so you can mix and match. Isn't that fun how you have the scalloped edge there? Here's a absolute gorgeous one using the Christmas statement set, and then blessings, which is really gorgeous. And Dina is texting me. Okay, I will. And so there's that one. Then there's this one. So here's the differences in the layering dies. This one has the eyelet, and you can see in the foil is the other one, but here is the blue. So there's two different layering dies. Very different, but very gorgeous. Now, Dina's telling me you guys have questions about the next online class, and she's telling me the answer, so I know. The next online class, can you mention it will go on sale January 5th? Okay, we kind of like slow down in December. January 5th, and the class will be January 28th. Okay, so it goes on sale January 5th. We are working, and let me just tell you this really quick before we jump into the next card. I am, and I mentioned this in my crafting corner this morning. Gotcha. Crafting corner this morning. I'm working on a project. I'm working on this thing, okay? And it's going to be really, really awesome. But it's so awesome that either I want all the credit or I want all the blame. So I am only working on it with Ken. Dina's texting me again. Yes, Dina, I know. Ha ha ha. And so the project I'm working on is really exciting. Dina doesn't even know much about it. She knows this much about it. Nobody else besides Ken and I know. My girls know about it, my daughters, Kirsten and Katie, but that's it. Oh, I think I told my mom a little bit. Other than that, nobody else knows. But I highly recommend, if anyone asks you what you want for Christmas, I highly recommend you say a Stamps of Life gift card, because come January, my friends, it's gonna get a little wild around here. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys are gonna be, 2021 is gonna be our year, and let me tell you, it's gonna start with a bang. We have totally Tiffany exclusive items that are coming in starting in January. We're releasing like 2 new Tiffany items every month for the first 5 months of next year. Most of them exclusive to us. We are releasing something exclusive with another company that got a little bit of a delay, but it'll come the beginning of next year. We're also working on a collaboration with another company that is going to take it to the next level. I'm really excited. So if anybody asks you, what do you want for Christmas, Mary? What do you want for Christmas, Barbara? You're gonna say, I want a Stamps of Life gift card, because let me tell you, my friends, you're gonna want them. I'm just telling you. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be wild. I'm so excited, and I need some chapstick really bad right now. Kenny, where's my do you have any chapstick? Does he have some? Thank you. Okay, we're gonna jump in and do the next card. Oh, there's mine. I found mine, sorry. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. Were you all wondering why we told you to cut out a whole bunch of these? And you're like going, why are there so many of these? Why do I have to cut out all these? Well, my friends, we are going to make a tunnel card. Dun, 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 dun. Look at how cute this is. Now, what is a tunnel card? A tunnel card is a whole bunch of different layers, so it's nice and thick. It's a whole bunch of different layers. So all of these things you're seeing are on different layers. So for example, actually, let's do the overhead camera so that I can really hold it up so they can see it even closer. So what you have here is you have a whole bunch, look how thick it is. So you might not want to mail this kind, you're going to give this in person, but look at how many different layers you have. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different layers, so it kind of looks like you're looking into a tunnel. All of these guys are all on different layers to make it look 3D. See how you can see how that one's lifted up? You can see they're all kind of lifted up. In person, you'll be able to understand it better, but look at how it's all lifted up. Ken's all looking at the camera. He's all, whoa, that's cool. But they're all lifted up. And then you can see here, we have a whole bunch of different layers, okay? So what are we going to do first? We are going to take 3 of these backgrounds and we are going to die cut them. I'm gonna bring my machine in a little bit. Ooh. And I am going to grab my rectangle dies. Now, if you don't have rectangle dies, my team told me exactly what sizes you want to cut these, but it gets a little complicated. So I'll tell you, but I'm just saying, please have rectangle dies. And if you don't have rectangle dies, I think that's one thing you really need to get, because you're gonna have to, like, I don't know how you're gonna cut, because what we're gonna do, this is our end result, my friends. 3 different widths of frames. This is gonna be our end result. And you're gonna have to make one of these rectangles, lay it down, trace it, and then get an X-Acto knife to cut it out. So please, 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 please get rectangle dies. If you don't have rectangle dies, you could use scalloped rectangle dies. You could use oval dies that are nesting. Any nesting dies will work with this technique, okay? Just a heads up. What we're gonna do, excuse me, is we're going to lay these down. I can do 2 at a time, I think. A little bit at an angle, and we're going to lay these down, and we're going to oh, my washi's gone. We're going to washi tape these down, and we want to make sure they're really centered, so we're going to lay them down and center them and add washi just to make sure it doesn't move. Oh, is that centered? Hang on. Take an extra second to do this because it's important. Now we're going to take some washi for this one. We're doing 3 different sizes. So these are my 3 different sizes. You do not have to have the exact same sizes as me. You just want, look, these are 3 nested dies. Look, dun, 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 dun. Those are 3 nested dies. Okay. You do you. Okay. So this is the layering die that comes with the A2 size card. That's what I have on the outside. And then I'm just doing 3 rectangle layering dies. Okay. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to die cut this one over here, layering it down just right. Dun, 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 dun. Tape that one down and tape this one down, and I'm going to run those through. Boop, ba-doop, doop, boop, ba-doop. Let's move the, can I move them closer together? There we go. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to run those through.
Dotted rectangles would work.
Dotted rectangles would work. Stitched rectangles will work. Yes, any nested shapes. Ideally rectangles for this card, but you know, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Now I'm gonna lift this up. And that one, that washi tape was a little too, sometimes washi tape is a little too strong, which bums me out. So peel slowly. Luckily the inside doesn't matter because we're not using the inside. Peel slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay. And there we have one. Ugh. Okay, there's one. Dun, 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 dun. Now we're going to have 2. Ugh, we got to make our washi less sticky. Next time we'll do that. Watch this.
Are you going to say anything about the cards behind you?
Am I going to say anything about the cards behind me? No, I figured if they see that, they see it. If they don't, they don't. What am I going to do? I have a little friend joining me behind me. That is a sneak peek for sometime this month. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we're adding another one. And they can't see the back of me right now. That's funny, huh? Okay, and I'm literally adding these to my clothes. I'm adding them here, peeling them up, because I don't want my washi tape to be so sticky. The one time my washi's sticky, I don't want it sticky. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down and I'm going to line that up right there so it's straight. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna run that one through. And then we are going to move forward. So we are making 3 frames. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can all see the sneak peek behind me. Kenny thought it would be fun if I put those on the wall instead. And repeat. Oh, they can't see it again. You moved it again. That's funny. Okay, so now I have my 3 frames. And because my washi is sticking, I'm going to grab the other ones that they did for me. So now I have 3 different frames. I have this one. Oh, hang on. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so I have this one. I have this one, and I have this one. So let's do this in order so we can really see it. Okay? Thin, medium, thick. Okay? Or small, medium, large insides, right? Now what we're going to do, move that over, is we asked you to do 4 of these because the other one we are going to stencil. And we are going to get, oh, let's get our scratch paper again. We are going to get our leaf stencil. Oh, did I already lose that again? Oh, here it is. We're going to get that, and we are going to, oh, did I showed you the card. Okay. We are going to stencil the very back, and we're going to do it sideways, like long ways, I mean short ways, and we are going to stencil this in brown. In brown. So we're going to open this up.
People want to know where Cookie is.
Cookie is, where is she?
She's on the bed.
Oh, I think she's on our bed. She can actually see me if she lays on the bed from, oh, what?
Is that her?
Oh, she's on the floor. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, she's just out there on the floor. Hey, Cook, you want to come over here and say hi to Mama?
No.
She's all no. Yeah, she's here. She's home. She's home. My mom and dad brought her home the other day. So she's been with us for a while. She's still in depression because my parents not abuse her. My parents neglect her and just like dropped her off here and left her. So she's sad. You know, what dog doesn't want to go to their grandparents' house, right? Yeah, grandparents are the best.
Is there a way to buy a gift card for somebody and not have it be sent to them?
Is there a way to have,
Right.
yes, is there a good question? Is there a way to have somebody, to buy a gift card for somebody, but not have it sent to them? Flip it, the camera. Is there a way for me or for Ken to buy me a gift card, but not give it to me right away? Yes. What you're gonna do is when it says recipient's email, put in your email. Okay? You put in your email address. Do not give us your friend's email address. Put in your email address, then it's gonna say, hey, Mary, you just bought Mary a gift card. And you're gonna go, not really. But then what you're gonna do is you're gonna copy and paste that code. You're technically, what you can do, they're on our website, there's little gift certificates you can actually print. But the gift code is like this long, right? A2749376, you know, that kind of thing. So the best thing to do is print that out. Say, hey, Mary, I bought you a gift card for $50 to Stamps of Life. Give her that when you do your gift exchange or whatever. Then say, I'm going to email you the code because it's just better, because then that way you can copy and paste it into the computer so she doesn't have to try to write ARG737, which is a mile long. Does that make sense? So, but yes, just don't give us your friend's email. Put your email in and it'll email you the code. Then you can send it to her when you're ready. But good question. So look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Nice and dark, nice and pretty, nice and dark. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our card. We have the gray card base. We're gonna take our card and we're just gonna adhere this to the back. So where's my adhesive? I have I have 15 adhesives here. Can't find one here. So I'm gonna add it. Oh, dead. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, so we're gonna switch that. And there we go. And we're gonna add more of this. And we're gonna add this right there. Now we're gonna do something totally weird, but it's totally cool. Check this out, you guys. Oh, is that crooked? Oh my gosh, it's crooked. There we go. We are going to get wax paper. What? I know, isn't that totally weird? But look at how much softer it makes it. See, here's the original. Oh, they can't see the original. Here's the original. I'm gonna hold it up. Here's the original, but when I add I'll do wax paper on half. Look how it just makes it softer. It makes it look frosty. We wanted to make it look a little frosty, and so by adding the wax paper on top, we just feel like it makes it a little frosty. And I am going to trim this down a little because it doesn't need to be this big of a size, and it doesn't have to be perfect because no one's gonna see the edges. And we're gonna trim it down here. You guys, during the last break, Ken went downstairs and got Diet Coke for himself and didn't ask me if I wanted any. Yeah, you should be fired. Seriously, like that is like a sin almost. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna trim it a little bit more. So I'm gonna trim it a little bit more because you want it to be smaller than this big outside. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add adhesive. I am going to go all the way around to add my adhesive. To add my wax paper. So I'm just gonna kind of like I'm literally going on the very, very edge of my brown, okay? So go on the very, very edge of your brown. Oh, that wasn't on the very edge. Okay. Then I'm gonna lay this start in one corner and press. I'm a little crooked, but that's okay because I can trim it a little bit. Now it doesn't have to be perfect because except on the edges, you don't want it to show over the brown, okay? So you can trim that a little if you messed up like I did. And trim that just a little. There we go. One more. There we go. Okay, so now it's only on my brown. See how it's only on my brown? Nowhere else. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my widest frame, this one with the smallest opening. So here I have my 3 frames. The smallest opening is the one I'm gonna take. I'm actually, before I do anything else, I'm gonna take all of them and I'm gonna ink the inside edges. So I'm gonna grab my brown and I'm going to lightly ink. If I need more, I can get more, but I'm going to lightly ink the edges, the inside. And we're gonna need more ink. Where'd my brown go? Oh, there it is. So we're gonna ink the edges. Okay, there's one. I want this to be lighter. Ink that one. Ink the inside of that one. Lightly, lightly. Okay. And you're like, oh, I don't think she inked it. But look, when you hold it up to the original, you can see it is inked. See, it's darker. And we're going to come in and do this one just on the inside. Flip. Flip. Why I always do it over there after I've already done it, I don't know. I'm weird. I always go like that, like I'm really getting more. I'm not. Okay, that's like a weird thing I have. Okay, now we're going to add, where did my lid go? Here it is. So I've added those and I'm now gonna find the one with the smallest opening. The smallest opening, okay? I'm gonna lay it down. I am not gonna adhere it yet. I'm gonna lay it down and I'm gonna say, okay, I want to add a tree and a stemmed tree. Okay, so a die cut tree that is with the shadow and then not with the shadow. And this has adhesive on the back. Did we adhere it? Yeah, we adhered it to that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. Peel it off. And I'm going to adhere that one right there. Oh, it's a little crooked, that's okay. And then I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna add adhesive to this one. And remember, it's not really on this yet. I'm gonna add this one to right there. Just like that. Now I'm going to take, see, we have all of these layers. So I have 3 layers of foam. So in between every frame, so in between this one and this, there's 1 layer. In between this one and this, there's 2 layers. In between this one and this, there's 3 layers, okay? In between every frame, I am going to add, on the back, I'm going to add foam. Now, you could die cut this foam how we did with the frame, with the dies, but then you have to worry about lining it up perfectly. Well, you know what, my friends? It doesn't need to be that much. So we're just gonna do it like this. We're gonna make strips. And that way you don't like really have to like pay attention to the thickness. Now, on the biggest frame, you're gonna wanna do thin strips, but on these right now, we're just gonna do that. Now, I'm just going to trim it to be right about there. Doesn't have to be perfect because you know what, you guys, nobody's gonna see it. So now I'm going to add this right here. I'm gonna add this right there. And let's move it over there, right there. Okay, now I'm gonna add this one. I love having the adhesive on the backs of these because then you don't have to worry about it, and you can make them any shape, any size, anything you want. So I'm gonna add this one right there. I'm gonna add, and you don't have to do the whole frame. Like I've got plenty on here. You don't have to go to every single spot. Don't worry about that. You're gonna be all good. There we go, look at that, boom, done. Now, before I adhere it, got an icky on there, but it's not gonna show, so it doesn't matter. Before I adhere it, my first layer is going to, my next layer is gonna be the mountains. I do not wanna glue it straight to the back. I am going onto that. I am going to peel off one of these, and I'm gonna adhere it to the frame. Okay, so I'm gonna adhere it to the frame right about, well, I want it to pop up. I want it to be on the frame. So I don't want it to be, hang on, we're gonna add adhesive to this. We're gonna add adhesive to the very bottom of this. I need scratch paper that I'm gonna throw away. I'll do this. I'm gonna add adhesive to the very front bottom of this. Very front bottom, because I want it to be on the frame, but with not on the adhesive. So what am I doing? Watch this, you guys. I'm layering it right there, not on the adhesive, because on the foam tape, because I don't want it to pop up there. And I'm adding it right there. Okay, so it's not gonna technically lay on anything. It's not gonna lay on the back. Well, actually it is gonna lay on the back. I take that back. It is gonna lay on the back. So I'm gonna lay that down right, oh, I gotta take off all the adhesive. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this up. Okay, and I'm gonna lay this down right on top, right here, and you gotta line it up kind of perfect because it's all the same cuts. There we go, right like that. And you can kind of pull it up a little bit if you want. There, just like that, okay? Now, the next layer, let me double check because I wanna make sure I'm doing this right. The next layer, we are going to add on the little beaver guy right here. And we are going to add on our little moose right about here. He's kind of like crooked, which is kind of cute right there. And then we are going to add our log. Now, you will notice, my friends, look at this. We're one of the few companies that does this. We have the die inside the die. Why do we do that? Well, for a couple reasons. One, what if you wanted a more, I'm showing this. One, if you wanted a more detailed die, because this actually die cuts, it cuts the little strips on there. Or what if you didn't want to stamp, you could use just that. Or if you wanted to use the shadow, you could have the white all the way around it. Now, I could have stamped this log and die cut the bigger shadow die, and it would have had white all the way around it. But sometimes I don't want that white shadow, so I stamped it and then die cut it without the shadow. I did the inside die. So you're getting lots and lots of options there. Sometimes people don't like that shadow. They don't want that white shadow. So then you're going to use the inside die instead. So I'm adding adhesive to that, and I'm just going to pop that up right there. I'm just going to have it like be right there. I'm going to use this one right here, and I'm just going to add it just to the bottom. I'm going to have him kind of like peeking over here like that. This guy is just going to be right here. Just like that. So he's like, they're like a little bit off of the mountains, which is cool, right? Then I'm going to get my next frame, the frame that's going to go like that. It's a little bit bigger than the last one, but not the biggest frame, not the biggest opening. And I'm going to add adhesive foam to this one. So we're going to trim. Now I'm going to make my strips a little bit skinnier because I don't want them to show. That's why we didn't die cut this. Normally you would die cut this if you were making a shaker card, but. And we are going to trim and trim this one. And we're going to peel this up. Same deal again. We're going to peel that up. Oh, did I get it? Yep. Lay that down. Peel this one up. Lay that down. And we're gonna lay.
Questions about the size of the rectangle dies.
Any 3 dies in your the openings. I can tell you the openings, you guys, but the opening is just not gonna it won't translate right, because if you have 3 dies, I use here. Let me show you. Here's a better way. Let me do this. Let me show you this way, because numbers don't really mean anything. You need to see it. Here. And where is the last one? Where is the last one? Oh my God, oh duh. Okay, so here we have, hang on, let's do it, let's start from the beginning. Here we have our A2 size card, right? Bear with me just for a second. It comes with the layering die that goes right on top, right? So it layers perfectly. That's the layering die. Now, that's what we use to cut out the big brown, right? Before we die cut anything. Then you're gonna use the next 3 here. Can they see this? Hang on, let me grab it. Then, so this is the brown, the dark brown. Then this is the outer one, right? This is the one that fits the A2 size layering die. That's the A2 layering die. Then you're just gonna get 3 nested rectangles, just like that. Just like that. So if you were looking at these 3 came together in a kit. They were just there are rectangles. I don't have the whole kit here, so I can't tell you exactly which 3 they are. But chances are there was an outer one, so it's just the next 3. Not the outer one, but the next 3. Here's an outer one, and then the next 3. Okay, so if you use different 3, that's okay. Your tunnel is just going to be a little different in size. Now, I could tell you that this cutout is 3.5 by 2 2/4, right? Means nothing to us people. This one, the next one cutout is 4 inches by 2.75. The next one is 4.5 by 3.25. No, don't do that. Just look, this is your big one, and then do the next 3. Big, and then the next 3. Okay. If measurements mean nothing to creative people, right guys? Okay, so now what I have, where'd I go? Okay, so now I have these guys, and what I do, I've already added my guys there, so I'm going to peel this up. Peel this up. And you can do these in any order. You could do the mountains on the frame. I mean, you could mix, mountains you should do in the back really, but all the others can go in any order. So now I'm gonna lay this down, and I gotta pay attention. I wanna make sure this all lines up. That is like the whole idea of the tunnel part, right? And look at that, dun, 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 dun. I have another layer. Look at that, and my little moose is hanging up. He's up. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another little log. So where's my other little log? Oh, there it is. And I'm gonna add this one to the front here. So you can really see it here. Once you start getting closer to the front, you're really gonna notice it more. In the back, you're kind of like going, So I'm gonna add it right there. Now, why did we tell you don't add adhesive to the back of these? Because we didn't know where you weren't go. You don't want it to have adhesive here because otherwise it'll get smushed and it'll be flat. We want it to keep it up, right? And you can even pull this guy up a little bit if you want to make sure that he's really, really staying up there like that. Look at that. See? And now I'm going to get my last frame that I thought I inked. It doesn't look like I inked it very much. Oh, okay, I did. And again, I'm going to get some foam. Thin, look at this, you guys. Thin strips. Look how thin that is. I'm going to do thin strips, okay? Thin strips. Ugh. Thin strips. I have to say it to myself, otherwise I won't. Thin strips. Ugh. Okay, now I'm going to add this, trim it in half. Or whatever, not half. And we're gonna add this. Dun, 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 and dun, dun, dun. And tomorrow is Kirsten's last day of work. She's taking a leave of absence so she can be with her babies, which is very good. And there. She's gonna have a rough day tomorrow saying goodbye to all her middle schoolers, but she knows it's for the best. There, and I'm gonna need a little bit more. And we are going to BJ's for dinner tonight in Huntington Beach. So if any of you want to meet us there, no, you can. Come by and say hi. I'll buy you a Diet Coke. And I'm gonna peel this up. Whoops. And peel this up. Do they have Pepsi really? That's nasty.
I think so.
Oh man. Okay, whoops, wrong one. And we are going to add our last frame. Right here, go slow, line it all up. Look at our tunnel card. Look at, now remember you guys, you could do this with any shape. You could do it with circles. And last but not least, we are going to add our little final trees. And I forgot to add my little hay there, I already realized. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the side of this tree, just the side, because only the side is going to be poking up, going to be touching. And let's see, we can do again to the side of this one. I think I did that right. Yes, okay. Just the side, because it's going to go on this side. Look how fun this is. Now I'm going to add, do I have any leftover greeneries? Oh, I did, because they were in a green sheet. I saw them. I did. Nope, that's not it. I did see them. Here they are. Oh my word. Okay, so now I'm going to peel this guy up. And we're going to add adhesive to this. It already has adhesive, sorry. Peel that up. I love these trees. I need more tree dies like this. Okay, there. And then peel this one up. Oh, we have so many fun things come. Well, for Black Friday, we have a lot of things. Black Friday week, which is going to be awesome. 40% off, then your club discount, which is even better. Oh my gosh, I love how he's off to the side like that. And we're going to finish off our hay there. We've already stamped it, but I'm going to ink just around the edges a little bit. Just, you know me, I like to add extra. And then look at that. And I'm going to add this just where at the very top of this circle. Adhesive just at the very top. My friends, if I went too fast on any of these, that's okay, because you're after tomorrow morning, it's going to be in your account. You will be able to watch this as often and as many times as you want. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It's so fun. Oh my gosh, look at all the dimension on that card. What? I know, check that out. I love the little guy. He looks like he's all, hey guys, what's going on? Hey there, he's saying, hey there. So cute, so fun, and really easy actually, right? Really, really easy. Now, my friends, that is the end of our class, but I have 2 more raffles I want to do. I have 2 more raffles. By now, you've all seen the sneak peeks behind me. That is coming Black Friday week. Dun, 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 dun. That one is coming Black Friday week, and it will be 40% off then also your club discount. I know, and it comes with extras. So it's not just a fold-it card, it's a fold-it card with extras is what we're calling it, because it has a lot of extra things with it. We are gonna do 2 more raffles. And let's find my little guys here. All of these cards are gonna be available on our website under the extras tab. Okay, all of the cards. And the winner of a $25 gift certificate is gonna be Robin Blevins. Yay, Robin Blevins. V-I-N-S. And the next $25 gift certificate winner is going to be Deborah, with an H at the end, Atkins. Deborah Atkins. You just won a $25 gift certificate to our website. Those are all the raffles I have, but then just like about half an hour ago, I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Because like so I gave away, what? $150 in gift cards, but, oh, hang on. And Dina wants me to remind you, you can access the class with the same link to rewatch it, or you can find it in your account. It'll be in your account also. So just for fun, I'm not supposed to do this, but just for fun, I'm gonna pull $5 winners, because I've already given away what they did in the budget or whatever, but I'm gonna pull a whole bunch of $5 winners, okay? So I'm just gonna grab those, and I'm gonna grab those. This is gonna be a nightmare for them to do. And I'm gonna grab those. Okay, so all these people just won a $5 gift certificate. So I'm gonna keep them here so because Kenny's like freaking out. He's like, how am I gonna write all these down? Oh, Darlene Nagaoka. Ah, Darlene, sorry. I don't know how to say it. Okay, you just won a $5 gift certificate. Hang on, I'm gonna tape these here so we don't lose them. Okay, Darlene. Terry Hopper, you just won $5 just for fun. Laura Snyder, you just won $5. Diane Snodgrass, you just won $5. Ruth Petzel, you just won $5. Julie Anderson, you just won $5. Carrie ENSRUD, you just won $5. Oh my gosh, how many did I pull out? Hang on, I got more. Kaisa Weathers, that's Kaisa, you just won $5. Hang on, I gotta tape all these down so I don't lose them. Why not give a couple extra bucks out, right? Why not? Okay, hang on, move that down. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but that's not my issue. Okay, that's trash. Hang on, I got two more $5, oh, 3 more $5 winners. Cindy Madrulli, Madrulli, you just won $5. Renee Crawford, you just won $5. And last but not least, Christy Cox, you just won $5. Ooh, that was fun. Where'd all the names go? Oh, they're right here. Let's pick some more. This is fun. Okay, one more little pinch. Pinch. Okay, these guys won $5 too. Teresa Weiss. Kenny, don't worry, I'm taping them all down here. He's worried it's gonna get lost. Penny J-U-R-S-S, Penny. Gina Carroll. And last one for real, Amanda Redding. You all won, and Kenny, I will take a picture of this so you have it. You all won a $5 gift certificate just for fun to our website. I don't know how they're gonna get that to you, but that's not my problem. Ha!
You might not ever get them.
No, they're gonna get them all right. No, they're gonna get them if I have to like mail them a $5 bill. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for the Moose Mountain class. There's one, here's the other. What fun we had tonight. Sorry for the late start, but you know, all's well that ends well. Oh, that's dry now, so I can add those down. Look at that, so much fun. Again, our next online class will go on sale January 5th, and it will be later that month. And of course, we've found the kind of this sweet spot where we have a lot of product and you get the instruction and it's in your account and it's great fun. We also have a few online classes that we did in the past that are still available on our website, but I think the ones for the last 2 years have sold out. However, Dina begged and begged and begged. We are coming out with, I don't know when yet, but the Hello Hummingbird is making a small comeback for the recorded version. And the, Dina, somebody? The Arctic Animals with the Igloo is coming back. Limited. So if you missed on one of those, I know a lot of people were really hoping to get in on those. We did reorder. We were able to reorder a little tiny bit, and we begged and begged and begged, and we got them. So I don't know when those are going on the website, but they will be on the website eventually. So thank you all so much. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Although I don't know if that's possible because I had a lot of fun. I hope you did. Thank you so much. And I will see you hopefully Monday for my No Makeup Monday. I will spend more time this time on Monday because Kirsten will be done teaching and I will have more time. So thank you all so much. Have a lovely night. And any of you in Southern California, we will be at the Huntington Beach BJ's. Do not be shy. I did this one time. I said, hey, anybody that's in Southern California and Orange County, we're going to Huntington Beach BJ's, meet us there. And people were like, oh, I was worried other people were going to, we're going to show up and I didn't want to bombard you. No, show up. Who cares? Come fun. Come have fun. Come say hi. Come say hi. And they're having tri-tip night tonight, so that's a special. Make sure you like and give us a thumbs up on this. What? Why are you holding up two numbers?
Two BJ's in Huntington Beach.
There are two BJ's in Huntington Beach?
We're going to the one on Beach Boulevard.
We are going to the one on Beach Boulevard, right off the freeway. What freeway is it off of?
405.
Off the 405 freeway on Beach. I did not know there were two.
Downtown.
Don't go to the downtown one. Oh yeah, no, that one's got beach people there. No, we don't do that one. No, the one on Beach, in Huntington Beach, by the 405 freeway. And just come by and say hi. Oh my gosh, how fun would that be? You totally have to do that. If you do, I'm going to give you a $10 gift certificate to my website. What? I know, seriously, I will. Anybody, Ken's freaking out. No, anybody that shows up for dinner tonight, I just want you to come by and just say, Stamps of Life rocks, and I will give you a $10 gift certificate to my website. I just said it. Do it. Come on. Right now. Let's go. We're leaving and we'll be there in about half an hour. Okay? Thank you so much, you guys. I love you all. We had a great time. I hope you did too, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.